Hello students, earlier we have studied about the definition of democracy, features of the democracy and arguments against democracy. In this video we will be talking about the arguments for democracy. It means what are the specific features of democracy that make it a good government. Now first of all you have to go through this example of China's famine of 1958-1961 which, which will tell us about the country China, difference of the India and China, as China is the one party system and India is our country is the multi party system. The problem of famine, which had been on the large scale, could have been solved more aptly in India than in China, because India is a multi-party system and there is the opposition party and a free press to criticize the government. And if the criticism is then government is bound to do as per the wish of the people. It means, in other words, it means that government is responsible to fulfill the needs of the people. And so we come to the first argument, that a democratic government is a better government because it is a more accountable form of government. The government is accountable to fulfill the needs of the people, to attend to the needs of the people. So it is a accountable government. The second point argument is that democracy improves the quality of decision making. As we all know that in our country or in any democratic country, the government is formed by the form through the elections. People select their representatives to form the government, and these representatives take decisions or make laws on behalf of the people who elect them. So through discussions there are less chances of making mistakes, and these decisions are good in uh, these decisions are better in quality. The third argument is that democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflicts. We know that India is the country of diversity. There are different types of people living in a society who have difference of opinions and interest. So a government has to take care of all the people of their differences and their diversity. It may be regional diversity, it may be difference in languages, or it may be practicing different religions. Then we come to the fourth argument that tell us about the dignity of the citizens. A democratic government enhances the dignity of the citizen, as we know that the democracy is based on the principle of political equality, and it enhances the quality of the poor or the least educated. It provides the same status to the rich and the educated. It means people, whether they are poor or rich, educated or uneducated, experiences the same status. Finally, democracy is better than other forms of government because it allows to correct its own mistakes. We know that in democracy, regular elections are held, and if people are not satisfied with the current government, next time they don't give chance to the government who is in power. They are free to choose the candidate or the party of their choice. So, if we want to sum up the chapter, we can say that democracy cannot get us everything, and it is not the solution to all problems, but it is clearly better than any other alternative that we know, because it offers better chances of a good decision. It is likely to respect people's own wishes and allows different kinds of people to live together. Means it allows diversity. Even when it fails to do some of these things, it allows a way of correcting its mistakes and offers more dignity to all citizens. That is why democracy is considered the best form of government.